Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Bernie here. My setup for the solar eclipse shoot was a Lumix G7 camera, a Tamron 70-200mm f2.8 lens, 2 batteries, and my good old Manfrotto tripod. The Tamron 70-200mm f2.8 is a Canon mount, and I had this electronic adapter called Comlight attached to it so I could mount it to my Lumix G7. It's the Canon EOS EFS mount that I had years ago. Sometimes it will work and sometimes it won't. So I had to wiggle it from time to time since it loses connection to the camera. It has a mind of its own. My settings were 4K and I started with the 200 ISO and f/18 aperture when it was cloudy and had enough light. But then when it went dark, I had to boost the ISO to 1250 and lower my aperture to f2.8. That's when the time I lost my framing since I moved the tripod accidentally. But the good thing, was that I was able to still get some decent shots in the end. Also, the Lumix G7 struggled in low light, so that's why you will see that the images were noisy in some parts of the video. So, why use the G7 camera in the first place? It is because it's my cheapest camera that I can fit my Tamron 70-200mm f2.8 lens, and most importantly, I did not have any ND filter with me. I just thought that I might get away without using a filter. Also, it won't be so painful if ever I damage the sensor of this Lumix G7. I realized I should have used the FX30 instead for this shoot since it can autofocus so quickly and is reliable. I don't have a long lens to pair it with, so I had to resort to using the Lumix G7. Overall, even though it was cloudy on April 8, it was still an amazing and surreal experience, especially when it went dark. It was a free spectacle that my family and I will never forget. Will I film it again? Yes, that's for sure, as long as I'm still capable and breathing. But this time around with proper gear to get the best images possible. This is Bernie, thanks for watching, goodbye for now.